close to the preschool. She filed an appeal with the city. City Council will look closer at this at next month's meeting.
If you're looking for fall foliage in Ohio State Park, about 2 hours from the Dayton area is a good option. Mixbook has called Hocking Hills State Park a hidden gem, has ranked the park 7th in the nation for top fall foliage location. Fall foliage. Can I say that? Did I say that right? No, thank you. Locations. You know what I'm saying? Those leaves. Mixbook says Hocking Hills boasts rich shades of red, orange, and gold. It surveyed 3,000 people to come up with this list. Sterling Forest State Park in New York was at the top.
And now, your Storm Center 7 forecast with meteorologist Robert Gauthreaux III.
And temps there at Hocking Hills, probably even chillier than some of the numbers we're seeing here in the Miami Valley.
I think so. Hocking Hills is always recommended to me, too. When I say, oh, I've been to this part of Ohio and this one, oh, you need to go to Hocking Hills. It's going to happen. And you know what else is going to happen? A warm start to fall. I mean, we are gradually getting warmer. We're going to hit the 80s tomorrow. We're looking at a little bit of cloud cover right now, but generally we can expect some clear skies heading into the next several days. I mean, just some passing clouds. And yeah, temperatures already in the 50s. Now, that may not sound like such a big deal, except for the fact that, I mean, many places got into the 40s this morning. We're likely not going to get in the 40s in Dayton. Dayton right now is 64 degrees, but we will bottom out in the mid-50s in Dayton. But the thing is, some of you are already there. Salina, a lot cooler at 55 degrees, and Bellbrook actually is about 56 degrees. I think a big part of that is because Bellbrook's kind of, in the little river valley right there, and so a lot of that cold air tends to kind of pool. But other than that, we are looking at a cool night still, just not as chilly. You can see 64 degrees in Dayton, 59 in Bell Fountain, 54 in Wapak, 63 in Oxford, and no rain popping up on this radar. And if you want the warmer temps, well, we already are trending warm. Maybe you don't want that. Maybe you like the cool temps, but looking into next week, it's not looking very cool either. Now, I can't tell you exactly what the temperature is going to be next week. I mean, beyond 7 days out, it gets pretty difficult, but we can at least look at some trends, and we can show you that next week also looks to be a little bit warmer than average. We're typically about 77, 78 degrees this time of year. So the fact that we're likely going to be above that into next week shows that these warm temperatures are going to last into the early week, the first week of fall. Now, at the bus stop tomorrow, you still might need a light jacket, 55 degrees. Not too windy, though. Shouldn't feel so bad, but it'll be a little bit on the cool side. A little bit on the cool side right now. But by the afternoon, we're going to be in the 80s. And so it's going to be a warm day tomorrow and warm for the next several days. In fact, here's the temperature trend for the next several days. We're looking at the mid-80s Thursday and Friday. Again, that's above average because we're typically about 77, 78. Now, you do see 78 on Sunday, and we'll likely be in the 70s early next week as well. But that's mainly because of some cloud cover and the next best chance for rain, which we're not going to see until then. Now, you can see a few clouds kind of coming in. We're generally clear. If we're really not seeing any rain, you have to head out well to the west to see much of anything in Oklahoma, Texas, and the rest of the plains. Futurecast shows, generally clear skies overnight. A little bit more cloud cover moving into Thursday. Here's a look at 4 a.m. Thursday and then into the afternoon. Not completely overcast, but we do get some of that cloud cover. Friday also remaining fairly dry. The weekend fairly dry. So just a quiet forecast. 80s continuing into the first day of fall. Fall starts, I think, like 2:30 in the morning. Very, very, very early. So most of your Saturday is officially going to be fall. And you'll notice that it is a little cooler next week, but we are looking at the chance of rain Monday and Tuesday, which is good news because it's been dry.
I'm not a fan of government shutdowns.
But lawmakers know the time is now to figure out how to avoid a government shutdown.
We'll walk you through what is and what's not happening more